Minister of External Affairs, Dr. S. Jaishankar, for his remarks to the media.
Raksha Mantri Ji, Secretary Pompeo, Secretary Esper, friends of the media. As you have heard from my colleagues, we have just concluded the third India-US 2+2 dialogue. This format is reflective of our comprehensive global strategic partnership. Before our meeting today, I met Secretary Pompeo yesterday to discuss a range of foreign policy issues. These have been two very productive days, and I thank our counterparts for making that happen, for taking the effort to come here physically. If I may say so myself, the performance of our relationship in the last few years has been exceptionally positive. Political consultations and cooperation have grown. Defense exchanges and trade too. Economic interactions and commerce are up. The partnership in science, technology and innovation is stronger, and our energy security clearly enhanced. Not least, the unique people-to-people contacts that defines this relationship remains vibrant, whether in the flow of talent, in education, or in tourism. We discussed our experiences in responding to the COVID-19 challenge at some length. The facilitation of travel, even during the pandemic, was very commendable. Today, our collaboration concentrates more on the domains of vaccine and testing that are so central to the return of normalcy. We are also committed to creating more trusted and resilient global supply chains. And India, that is now focused on recovery, resilience, and reform, welcomes an expanded partnership with the United States. The 2+2 dialogue has a Paul Mill agenda that underlines our close bilateral relationship. Our national security convergences have obviously grown in a more multipolar world. We meet today to not only advance our own interests, but to ensure that our bilateral cooperation makes a positive contribution in the world arena. We are also committed to addressing together global issues ranging from HADR situations to maritime security and counterterrorism. As you have heard from my colleagues, the Indo-Pacific region was a particular focus of our talks. We reiterated the importance of peace, stability, and prosperity for all countries in this region. As Raksha Mantri stated, this is possible only by upholding the rules-based international order, ensuring the freedom of navigation in international seas, promoting open connectivity, and respecting the territorial integrity and sovereignty of all states. A multipolar world must have a multipolar Asia as its basis. Discussions also covered developments in our neighboring countries. We made clear that cross-border terrorism is completely unacceptable. On Afghanistan, India's stakes in its security and stability are evident, as is our willingness to contribute to international efforts to that end. India enters the UN Security Council on the 1st of January 2021 as a non-permanent member. We look forward to working with the United States there as in other multilateral platforms. In conclusion, I thank Secretaries Pompeo and Esper once again for a very useful and very fruitful 2+2 dialogue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now moving on to questions for the dignitaries. Given the time constraints, we will take 2 questions from the Indian media pool, following which Principal Deputy Spokesperson from the Department of State, Mr. Cale Brown, will invite 2 questions from the US media pool. From the Indian media, the first question is from Siddhant Sibal from WION, followed by Manas from PTI. Siddhant, you may like to go ahead.
My question is to EM. So we have seen a spate of engagement between United States and India, the Quad meeting, the visit by the Deputy Secretary to New Delhi, and then, of course, this high-level 2+2 meeting. The entire engagement coming just before the US election. Any specific reason or timing? And is the China factor reason behind these engagements?
Well, I think as for the timing, the previous two rounds of the 2+2 dialogue were also held around the same time in October, November. As for what is the factor for holding it, there isn't one factor, there are two factors. One is called India, the other is called the United States of America. If you look at the growth of this relationship, as I pointed out in virtually every domain, it's actually been very, very remarkable over the last 20 years, but I would say especially the last few years. This is a relationship that serves our national interest well, as it does that of the United States. But what is equally important is that the Indo-US collaboration can be a force of good. So in that sense, it is truly global, it is truly comprehensive, it is truly strategic, and that's the reason why we are meeting.
Thank you, sir. Manas from PTI.
Good afternoon, Raksha Mantriji. So the talks have taken place at a very, very crucial time when India is facing security challenges along its northern and western borders. And India has been focusing on enhancing its internal defense capabilities by building military platforms within the country. So how far these talks today have helped India in consolidating ties with the US in terms of co-development of joint military platforms as well as weapon systems? We have signed 4 very, very significant agreements, including BECA today. So how it will enhance the overall defense cooperation between India and the US? Thank you so much.
You are right. We aspire to go beyond the buyer-seller approach to